Hello, my friend. I'm excited to film this video today because I have so many products that I've been wanting to show you and share with you and give you my impressions on, and we're just gonna knock out a bunch of them in this video, and I thought it would be cool to apply them so you can see how they're applied and how they work. Most of these I have tried before. A couple of them are gonna be first impressions, but I'll let you know as we go along. So if that sounds interesting to you, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. Right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the mirror that I'm going to try to use today. This is the first time that I've used this mirror. I got this at Ipsy Live in New York City, formerly known as Generation Beauty. You click it on here, and it is extremely lightweight, and this is a magnification mirror. It's pretty magnified. Whoa, you can really see. But you can see how beautiful the lighting is in this mirror. Now let me compare that for you with the mirror I normally use. This one is by a brand called Simple Human, and it's got a regular mirror here, and then you flip this, and it's got the magnification on the other side, and also it's well lit. Now, the price difference between these is that this one is $200 and this one is $125. Hello, Editing Jen here. So when I went to Ipsy Live, the people at Glamcore that talked to me about this mirror said that the mirror was worth $125. Well, if you go to their website, I have a very sneaking suspicion that this mirror is perpetually on sale for $62.50, and that it probably never goes up to $125. And based on the quality of this mirror and just no, there's no way that this mirror is worth $125. I think $62 is much more reasonable. I think $40 would be a much more fair price, but it's definitely not worth $125. So I wanted to mention that. I also wanted to mention that the other mirror that I'm going to talk about, that I talk about all the time, is actually the wrong price as well. The one that I used to use was $199.99, and then Simple Humans saw that I was using the mirror and loving it, so they sent me their newer model, and I didn't realize it was such a big price jump. They jumped it up to $300.99, which is absolutely insane, and I realized that, but I didn't realize that as I was filming, so I did want to let you know that just to give you a little perspective. And now let's keep talking about those mirrors back in the video. But there's quite a bit of difference between the two mirrors. So this comes undone here, and then to get this off, you just twist this and pull that off. And then back here, you have these little rings, and you're supposed to pull these out like that, and then you can kind of hold this, a little unstable there, hold it somehow like this. Am I being an idiot? Maybe. Kind of hold it up and do your makeup that way if you want to. I haven't figured out how to make this comfortable. If you have suggestions on how to hold it, I will definitely take those suggestions. Oh, I forgot to show you. So when you can push this and you can bring it up, let's see, one, or you can make it brighter. I'm gonna try to use this for the first time today, and we'll see how it goes. I already don't like that it's already magnified. I'm gonna use this one for not magnified, and when I do my eyes, then I'll go over to this one. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the OFRA Rodeo Drive Primer, and I really like this formula. My issue with it, with the other versions of this, was that it wasn't luminescent enough for a luminizing primer. Now you'll notice right away when I use this, you'll see the luminescence just popping right through. Of course, if you use a real matte foundation, you're not gonna be able to see any kind of luminescence. But if you're using a lighter covered foundation, it does shine through, which I really, really like. If you already have super oily skin, this may not be for you. I haven't used this a whole lot. This is by Doll 10, and this is their foundation. It's the HYDROGEL foundation, and I have the shade Light, and it matches me pretty well. Bloop. All right, come on, bloop it out. There we go. That's awkward. Okay. It's very thick. Now, this brush was sent to me by Sigma. It went with their breast cancer awareness set that they had. And I really like this brush. It's got kind of a bevel here, so you can have like a more rounded side or a more flat side. I personally really like using the flat side for foundation. People always ask me, Jen, why do you go over your lips? Because it's too big of a pain to not go over my lips. It's just so much easier. I did have a theory a long time ago, and I don't know if you think this is true or not, but I had this theory that if I put foundation over my lips, it would make my lipstick last longer. I don't know if that's real or not though. I've never actually officially tested it. But this is just such a pretty foundation. You can see it's not like super dewy, but it's got a little bit of kind of a satin finish. It's really, really pretty. That was also sent to me in PR. What we'll do is if there's anything that wasn't sent to me in PR, I'll specifically mention it, but just assume everything I'm talking about was sent in PR. Okay, concealer. Speaking of things not sent in PR, I actually bought this quite a while ago and I haven't used it a whole lot. This is the Flower Beauty concealer. I already did a full review of all of the Flower Beauty stuff, and I will link that down below. This is a really nice concealer. It's a nice medium coverage. And of course you can use a beauty blender, you can use your fingers, whatever your preferred method. I usually use my fingers for concealer, but lately I've been digging on using a brush. I don't know, I just go through phases. A smaller brush is usually more functional than a brush like this, but because it's got a point, it makes it really easy to go under the eye. I'm liking how this is going so far. I don't have a new powder that I haven't shown on camera yet, so we're just gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury powder that I got for my Twitter Picks My Sephora VIB cart. So this is something that I purchased, but what I did not purchase is this brush here. This is the Units 106 brush. Units brushes are found on Beautylish. They are their low cost brushes and they are so nice. They're really, really good. All right, I'm a little bit scared of this. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. This is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, and this is in the shade medium. I found I don't really like super dark brows. I used to be really into that, and then lately I've been loving the lighter look. So I'm gonna switch mirrors, and we're gonna go with the RIKI. Oh, I just got some in my hair. That was not slick. I find these kinds of products are very hit and miss. And I did use this one other time before and it put way too much product on my brows. So I'm finding just putting it on very lightly is really helping with application. And I am really digging on this mirror. As far as the lighting of it is really pretty. I want to fill my brows just a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Sigma Brow Pencil. And this one is in the shade Dark. Ooh, this is probably not the right shade. Okay, it looks like it's kind of a medium taupe shade, so I'm gonna just go in real light with it and hopefully it won't be too dark. Ooh, my brows feel so sticky. Okay, I forgot about this part of it. Okay, my brows feel like I've got glue on them. They do not feel good at all. Yeah, that feels awful. Like once I press down on my brows. So in hindsight, I would probably put the brow pencil on first and then go in with the brow gel after. I find that some products go better that way, some products the other way. This one definitely, I can now feel my brows like I just put a glue stick on them. They feel awful. Okay, I'm gonna try to brush through them and maybe that'll help a little bit. No. Oh my gosh, this is not going well. I could do like the feathered brows, look, see? We're going full Groucho. I'm not gonna leave them like that, but that's pretty funny looking. How cute is that? How cute am I? I'm so cute. All right, let's brush them back. It's enough. It's enough, stop. They look a little dark, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Oh, I just realized I don't have an eye primer. I gotta grab an eye primer. This is one I haven't showed very much. This one's by OFRA as well. I have lots of OFRA. I'm a big OFRA fan. This eye primer is very similar to like an Urban Decay primer potion in that it doesn't have any pigmentation once you blend it in, and it's got a little bit of an oily kind of texture to it. So if you already have oily lids, you might not like this. It feels a little bit more oily than like a primer potion or like a Too Faced Shadow Insurance, something like that. But I do find that it helps my eyeshadow to last longer. I really like it a lot. So for eyeshadow, I have two options. Neither of them are brand new, but they're both brand new to me. So this one is the Tarte Fall Feels Eye and Cheek Palette. I believe this came out in August. So now it is almost November, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. And then I believe the ColourPop Rendezvous palette came out in January. So this one again is not brand new, but new to me and also still available. So one thing I really appreciate about the Tarte palette is it's actually like really soft and it feels very comfy, like it feels very cozy to hold. It's not squishy in any way, but it's got like a really unique texture. Like I've never seen a palette decorated like this. I think it's really cute. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Fall Feels, which I believe is the blush shade. We're gonna use it on the eyes because we can. Okay, now one thing this does not give me is a darker shade for my crease. I'm a creature of habit. I like to do the same thing over and over for my eyes because it works. So I'm gonna go into the Rendezvous palette and I'm gonna go ahead and pop into this shade. This is called, I thought it said Sexual. but it doesn't. It says textual. I like sexual better. That's what I would have named it, because it is a little bit. I don't know how anybody holds this with those little ringy things. It's fine holding it by the little base. It's really light. And usually with the other mirror that I have, it's so heavy that this is much easier to hold and do my eye makeup. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking, like,
hey baby, let me go ahead and take that brush and brush a little bit of eyeshadow on your eye. Yeah, you like that, don't you?
oh my gosh, my mind is not in the right place. Not in the right place. Ooh, now it's like so many choices. What do I want to do on my lid? Okay, I really want to stick to this one. I think this is fun. I kind of want to do apple picking. I think that one looks really fun. Yes, that's fun. Okay, now I need to do the test because I'm curious to see, sometimes shades like this can be super deceiving, whether this is light enough to go on the inner corner or if it's too dark. So I'm gonna swatch them next to each other and see what we got. I'm not digging on that. Looks like the Washington Redskins, and that's not the look I'm going for. So that's gonna be a no for me. All right, let's go into the other palette and see what we've got. Okay, so maybe use this guy right here from Rendezvous. See, I'm still getting that Redskins vibe that I was not trying to do. Because it looks in the pan like this is gonna be like more like a champagne, doesn't it? But it's like straight up gold. What is happening here? Maybe I take a little bit of, what is this called? My Treat. And we'll put that over top. Maybe it'll lighten it a little bit. Yes, that's what I was talking about. That's what I'm trying to do. It's very boring right now. Like I'm falling asleep looking at my eye look. It's so sad. Let's do a little bit of this shade down here. This is called Never Never. There we go, giving a little bit of depth. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm much happier now. Now I really want to do something a little brighter in my inner corner. So I'm gonna use this as my highlight today probably. This is the Milk Makeup Lit Flex Highlighter, and I've really been loving this. Is it anything magical beyond a highlighter? No, but if you're looking for an amazing highlighter, and this one is fabulous. So I'm gonna just throw that in the inner corner, just a little bit right there, just to give it a little more pop. Oh, my nail polish is chipped. Here comes the hate comments.
You couldn't bother to do your nails before you put your makeup on.
No, I couldn't bother. Looking much better, looking much better. I need to blend just a little bit more up here. And one thing that I feel like makes or breaks an eyeshadow palette is if I can like blend the shadow without it blending away, without having to reapply, because I feel like that's like the devil in an eyeshadow palette, is when you put it on and then you try to blend it and then the shadow just disappears and then you have to add more and then you have to blend it and then it disappears again, and it's the biggest frustrating thing. But I'm not having that problem with either of these formulas, the ColourPop or the Tarte, so that's good. All right, now I'm not a big fan of super warm colors on my lower lash line, so let's do something fun. Should we do blue or green? Why not, right? I don't know, man. I think it might look weird. Maybe we'll do, I kind of want some blue. I haven't worn blue in a while. Let's do this one. It's called Tailgate. Why not, right? If it looks bad, I can just wash it off later. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this guy from the ColourPop palette and try to lighten it up a little bit. That's a little bit better. And once I get my lashes and liner on, it'll probably all come together. I'm hoping, at least. If it doesn't, well, we learned something today. I do not have a new eyeliner to share with you, so we're gonna go back to more OFRA. You think this was sponsored by OFRA? It's not. Hashtag OFRA sponsor me. This is a fantastic eyeliner. There are some things that OFRA does not do well, and eyeliner is not one of them. This eyeliner is relatively new and it's super fab. If you're looking for a replacement for the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, this one is super fabulous. I almost wish I'd done like a brown eyeliner. I have a Doll 10 eyeliner that's brown that I think would have looked better with this. With the blue, I think brown would have been better, but oh well, too late now. Okay, now this is by Essence. This is their Volume Booster Lash Primer. And if you watch my videos the past month or so, you know I'm in love with the one by Milani. It's called the purple one or the violet one. That's what it's called. It's called the violet one, and I am in love with that one. So I've used this one a couple times, and I don't think it's as good as that one, but we're gonna try it anyway. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna use one of my favorite mascaras, the Essence Lash Princess. I'm gonna do this on one eye and not on the other eye so we can see the difference. It really is nice having this mirror be so much lighter. I was a little skeptical when I got it because I was like, man, this thing kind of looks cheap. But it is nice that it's lighter. And speaking of the one that I've been using, the way to buy this, the only way to buy this is through Bed Bath & Beyond, because Bed Bath & Beyond, you can use your 20% off coupon and it goes from $200 to $160. So I know it's insane for a mirror, but I've had this for, I don't know, 3 years or so, and it's amazing. Both of them charge through a wall socket, like you plug it into the wall. This one's USB and this one is regular plug. And that's how they charge. And the charge lasts a pretty long time. Actually, I should say the charge on this one lasts a pretty long time. This one, I've only charged it once because it's brand new to me. Okay, so let's do Lash Princess on both sides and see how it goes. I do kind of feel like a caramel apple over here. It's kind of cute. I'm kind of liking it. So if you've never used a lash primer, because people have been asking me this a lot lately, if you've never used one, the purpose is to give the mascara something to stick to. It's kind of like a head start on your length and volume. So it's supposed to almost be like layering a mascara, but its whole purpose is to make your lashes longer and more full than just using just a mascara on its own. And I definitely think that it's working. I think that if you have more lashes than I do, you may see a more dramatic difference. But let me go ahead and show you what's happening. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this one, of course, is the one with the lash primer, and this does not. So can you tell a difference? You have to let me know in the comments because you're currently zoomed in further than my magnification mirror can let me see. So you'll have to let me know. I was thinking about doing lashes. I did get these lashes from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. I think I'm gonna do it. I think we should do it. I'm feeling it. I really like the look of these lashes because they're not really large, and I also like the clear band because I find that they're easier to apply. They bend better to the eye, and also I noticed that I may not need to trim these because they're already not super long out to here. It also came with a little mini lash glue, and this is the thing I run out of the most is lash glue. I am always out of stinking lash glue. So the way that I put my lashes on is I put glue on one lash, and then I put it down, and I put glue on the other lash. So by the time I get back to the first lash, it's dry enough to apply. Because one of the biggest mistakes I made when I first started putting on fake lashes was trying to apply it too fast, and the glue wasn't dry enough, and it would slide everywhere and make a huge mess, and it would mess up the whole eye look, and it was terrible. So putting your lashes on, if you're not a fake lash person, when the glue is tacky is super important. But if you put lashes on all the time, of course you already know that. And the other thing, if you're not used to putting on false lashes, getting ones that look really natural, I feel like is much less shocking than getting ones that are really huge. Like definitely go with the most natural ones that you see. I personally really like Ardell lashes if you're just running to the store real quick. They're really easy to find. Yeah, I didn't really need to, probably could have trimmed them, but I think I'm all right. What do you think? How did I do? The other thing I get critiqued on sometimes is that I don't use a tool to apply my lashes. That stuff freaks me out, man. I don't want to see a big piece of metal coming at my eyeball. Like, I trust my fingers. I don't trust some crazy metal tool. These went on super easily. I like them a lot. I like them a whole lot. I'm not hating the blue on the bottom as much as I thought I would. It actually look pretty nice. I'm kind of liking it. Okay, so now we are going to do blush. Now I've been wanting to show you this for a really long time. These are the KOSAS Color and Light Creme palettes. They sent me a creme one and then they sent me a powder one. And I don't really like cream blush that much, but I really like this one a lot. And what I've been doing is just taking my fingertips and just patting it. I'm gonna go back to this mirror and just patting it on like that. Isn't that so pretty? I don't know if you can see it, but it just gives the most beautiful, very natural look on the skin. Now I already powdered my skin, but I don't find like that really makes a difference with this formula. I hate that, like when you put on a cream product over a powder product and all of a sudden the powder product just cakes up like crazy. I think some cream products really can handle being applied over a powder product, and it's fine, and this is one of them. Now, of course, you can use a stippling brush if you like that better. I really like using my fingers for things. I feel like I have control. This one, by the way, is in Velvet Melon, and I am really, really loving this formula. The other thing to consider about cream blushes is they go bad much faster than a powder product, so kind of keep that in mind, not to stock up on a ton of cream blushes. Hopefully you can see it. I can see it really well. I'm not trying to go like super overboard on it. I think that's really, really pretty. And I'm hoping the lights aren't blowing me out too bad. So this does come with a highlighter. I'm not gonna use it today. Kind of, it's a lot more subtle of a highlight. So if you like something a little more natural, this may be really good for you. Okay, I'm gonna try this and I may suck at it. And if I suck at it, I suck at it. And that's just the way that it is. So this is the brand new OFRA Hot Cocoa Highlighter. So it comes with a bronzer and a highlighter. The highlighter in here is their Rodeo Drive Highlighter, which is one of my favorites. But it also comes with this bronzer shade, which I'm very scared to use because I am not a bronzer person. And you're probably gonna find that out in just a minute, that I am not very good at bronzer. So what I typically do with bronzer is I just apply it to the places where I would normally contour. But this has got a sparkle in it, so I'm hoping that it's okay. I'm not gonna bring it down as like a full-on contour. It is so incredibly pigmented. I'm not very good at bronzer. Look at that, look at that. That is some orange craziness. Blend, blend, blend. No, no. Especially on camera, it looks awful. It doesn't look as bad in person as it does on camera. Like it looks like a straight up stripe. Maybe a little bit up here. It's like, I don't like the way it looks. Let's just apply more. That's logical. I don't know, it's looking better now. It's not as bad as it was. It's definitely looking more poppin' in person, but we're just gonna keep going with it. You know, I mean, we're just having fun here. Let's use Rodeo Drive. Rodeo Drive is amazing. It's just ridiculous. This is the From Space stuff. This is the really bold, crazy highlighter goodness. I feel like I should do like more bronzing. Like, where's Tati when I need her? Because she could teach me how to do this the correct way. Or Scott Barnes. Let's put a little bit up here. My skull is like bumpy right there. So if I put a little bit there, how's that look? Does that look okay? Maybe, kind of. Do I look like I have horns now? Now I look like I have horns. Good job, Jen. Fading out the horns. Okay. Maybe, kind of. Let's move on to lips. Now, this was the lipstick I picked out to use. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not. So this is the Laura Geller Battery Park Bronze lipstick, and I'm thinking it's going to be way too orange, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's try it. That feels weird. Like the curve is way, like it's a lot. Like, I feel like I need to like arc my face. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way that this feels. Like, what is even happening here? How do I even apply this? This was a terrible shape, Laura Geller. This is a terrible shape. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh, I didn't realize that was glittery. Okay, let's try to fix it with more from the OFRA Holiday Collection, because, okay. This one is called Portland, and it is a deep brown. So let's see if we can fix it, because that's like neon orange. There we go. A little better. It still looks really orange on the monitor, but for me, it looks really good. I like that. I've lost the glitter. I definitely do not like that Laura Geller lipstick. So let's add a little bit more shine back. We're gonna try this Pixie Lip Icing and Cake, and this was from the Chloe Morello collection. That's kind of fun. I think we're looking all right. We're looking all right. All right, so this is the finished look. I'm kind of digging on it. I kind of like it. So at this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. Leave your thoughts on these products down below. I hope that you found the information that I presented to you today helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It tells YouTube to share this with other people, and I would really appreciate that a lot. It only takes a second for you. It really does make a huge difference for me. If you'd like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a video for you you to watch right down there. If you want to hang out, if you can't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. Mad love to you. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!